morning, brothers and sisters, or good evening, I should say. It's about 7:30. Didn't get to do my video on my taps that I made for my birch bark. I'll do a video on that later on when I can show it to you, show you how it works and everything. Just something you can keep in your pack. But went shopping this afternoon, pick up a few groceries. Walked by the charcoal aisle, saw something I thought was kind of interesting for 99 cents a piece. I figured I'd get them and try one out and see if they work. It's called 123 Miracle Blaze Charcoal. It says on the pack that these are, where did I find it at now? It's a better way to grill. It is scientifically designed to provide consistent, long-burning cooking source. It is anthracite coal. It says mostly anthracite coal. Now, there is nothing on here to tell you what else is in it, but considering you can light it with a lighter, it's got to have some form of chemical in it. Now, as y'all watched my deer burger video I did yesterday, you know I don't use the Embers brand or King's Light, anything like that. They've got a lot of chemicals in them, especially the Match Light, the Instant Light. They're flooded with petroleum chemicals to make them light. Don't use them. I use whole coal, put it in a chimney lighter. You saw me do it yesterday. But I saw these, and the first thing that popped in my head was they're not that big, probably about as big around as a coffee can. They don't weigh that much. It's 11 ounces for one brick, but it says that it will burn, what was it, 90 minutes, and it provides a consistent heat of 350 degrees, low ash, and 90-minute burn time. Now, what got me thinking when I saw these, first thing I was popping in my head was this would be a good backup to keep in your kit if you're going out for a few days. I know you can always find wood in the woods. I mean, you're going to find stuff that you can burn, but what happens if it's pouring down rain, everything's soaked, and you need some heat or you need to cook something? Since you can grill over this, it's safe to cook meat and stuff like that over it, or supposed to be anyway. It's got all kind of different codes in California, Clean Air Act, and blah 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 that it's supposedly passed, but you know it don't take nothing but money to get a pass on anything from the Clean Air Act. But let's say you've hurt yourself and you're not able to process a big pile of wood. If you've got a couple of these in the bottom of your pack, you can light one and still cook your food. Say you fall down, your alcohol stove breaks or your fuel bottle ruptures, you know, what have you. There's all kind of reasons to just be prepared for everything, and this is just another little deal that I saw that I thought would be pretty cool. So we're going to try it out here and see just how good it works. See whether or not we can light it with a ferro rod, and if not, how long it takes to light it with a lighter. So give me a second to get everything set up here, and I'll get right back with you. I don't really smell like it's got a lot of chemicals or anything to it. That's what it looks like here. It has no smell whatsoever, so if there's any chemicals in it, then I'm not smelling them. Now, it tells you to place it with the, it says apply match or lighter on top of the brick until it begins burning. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to light with a ferro rod. No, it's not. I mean, there's nothing in there to make it light. Now, you could put some tinder in there or something and spark it, a cotton ball maybe, and spark it. That would probably go. So let's see. Tell you what. See how long it takes it to start burning here. Well, it's not really burning. I mean, it's heating up, but, well, there we go. We're getting a little bit there. So maybe there's a side A and a side B. So there we go. Now that I should have tried that side with a ferro rod. Evidently one side's treated with a little something to make it ignite. If this thing burns good like they say it does, then I might get some and try them. You can see it's putting off a good bit of sparks right now. So it's got to have some sort of chemical in it. It's not petroleum based, obviously, but it's got some kind of chemical in it on one side at least to get it going. And the way it's made, it's got holes all the way through it, so it'll get airflow, especially in a grill. You know, it'll be sitting on something so that air can get up through there. And I'm gonna tell you what, let me get my tripod closed up here, let you see down in there. That thing is glowing red all the way around there. It didn't take long at all after I figured out there was a right side and a wrong side to light it by. And there's no mark on it really to tell you which sides. I guess just try a side and then flip it over. But that thing, if that's 350 degrees, that's hot. Because I'm holding my hand right here. You can feel the heat off of it good. Right there is actually a good cooking temperature. I mean, that's good enough to cook on for a slow cook anyway. I'm just gonna kind of hold the tripod here for a minute. So it looks like it works pretty good. It's giving off a good bit of heat. You know, another alternative to this, of course, it's gonna give off some carbon monoxide. Anytime you burn carbon, you're giving off carbon monoxide. But let's say you've got your little your spider shelter or your wiki hut or whatever. You don't want to put a fire in it. You could light this outside, pick it up with a couple of sticks, bring it inside your shelter, set it on a flat stone, or, you know, set it on the ground with something under the edges of it. You know, a couple of sticks or something under the edges maybe, or a couple of stones so that it can get some airflow. And that thing's giving off a good bit of heat. So you wouldn't have any problem at all staying warm, you know, even if it was, you know, in the 20s, 30s, that kind of thing outside, probably even down to 0. If it's giving off 350 degrees of heat and it burns for 90 minutes, that build up a good bit of dry heat inside your little hut, your shelter, what have you. So it definitely has a myriad of uses. Like I said, you can cook over it. Let me get a little set my little tripod back up for a second here.